Hello, everyone. This is Dave, the Prayer Guy. I want to thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to watch this video. I greatly appreciate it. My vision is to fuel God's mission with prayer, and that also is my ministry to pray for God's mission, to encourage others to pray for God's mission, and to lead this missional prayer of using God's mission as our lens and our focus for our prayers. And so that's who I am. That's the vision I want to cast to all of you. And again, thank you for watching this video. Now we are in Lent. And Lent, for those of you who don't know, and a reminder for those that do know, is a period of 40 days. It started this past Wednesday for Ash Wednesday. And my video last week was about Ash Wednesday. That kind of kicks off the season. And I thought it would be good to share kind of the pillars of Lent and how they can remind us to pray for God's mission. And the first one is the first pillar I'm going to talk about is prayer. Prayer is our lifeline to Jesus. Without prayer, we're only following rules that God has set up with us for us. Prayer can be, prayer helps us to be part of God's family. It's our communication with God. And if we are part of God's family, that means we are also part of his mission of making disciples and building disciples. And we're going to need God's help to do that. We're going to need help of each other. And so that's kind of where prayer comes in. And as I mentioned before in this video, and I've mentioned so many times before, and I will never stop mentioning, my vision is to fuel God's mission with prayer. And so since this is God's mission, let's be asking God, let's be asking Jesus to be doing his part as we are doing our part in it. And that also would help him to help us, ask him to help us to do our part. We're going to need his help. This is like empowering stuff. The Bible says it is both the Spirit and the bride that says, come, and the bride is the church of God. The bride are the Christians that are here. So let's ask for help. Let's ask him to do his part. And, since we're on a discipleship journey, and that is important to Jesus, it might be a good idea to actually spend time with Jesus. Hey, recently I was at a Bangor House of Prayer meeting, and we talked about how David said that, take away everything that you called me to do except for spending time with you. And we also talked about the story of Mary and Martha, how Martha chose to be at the feet of Jesus. And so, we need to spend time with him. And prayer is kind of like the vehicle in how we do that, to share our heart and hear what he has to tell us, that it's a two-way conversation. I watch a lot of videos from the knights of the 21st century, and they say God is a great conversationalist. Spend time speaking and listening to him today. I mean, that is like really good advice every day. Spend time talking with God and listening with God, what he has to tell you. So spend time with Jesus. Spend time with Jesus. Tell him what's on your mind. Tell him what's on your heart. And be able to listen to what he has to say. Imagine what the next 40 days could be like if you actually spend the time with Jesus intentionally, planfully. Spend that time with him, listening to his voice, and, sharing with him your friends and family that you so desperately want to become disciples of him. Tell him that. Ask him to do his part. All right, so that's all I have for in this video. Thanks so much for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for more encouragement to how to pray missionally, and be on the lookout next week when I talk about another pillar of Lent and how that can help us to pray more missionally. All right, God bless, and may the Lord be with you.